Skatosis episode 136. Brought to you by... I got nobody. Brought to you by Gatorade. Brought to you by the windy city of Oshkosh once again. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, Aaron, Monty.
The only podcast hosted by two males, 20 to 40. Shit. Fuck. I always screw this shit up.
You blew it.
I had a week to prepare and I fucked up.
Yeah, I wish I was 40. But, no.
That's true. I'm giving you a break.
Yeah, thanks, man. Skatosis, man. That's what's up right here. We're at the skate park again. We're out here getting it. I got my knee pads on still because I'm all about safety. This guy ain't. Although sometimes I see you with like a knee brace or something.
Yeah, the knee brace is gone.
Yeah.
It's been like a thing in my head for like a year, 2 years, ever since my knee went out.
Yeah.
And like I couldn't walk on it. Too much skating.
Too much skating. Did he say, dude, your skatosis is flaring up?
It's getting into your knee, into your ligaments, is what he said. Yeah, he had written down weirdly.
Yeah,
Drew Domkins. That was on the top of the.
That would be hilarious if like he wrote skatosis on your chart, like literally, like it becomes a real word.
I think he would sue us for copyright.
No, I'm saying let's get it into the vernacular. Let's make it a real word.
Let's
get more people.
Into, like,
I tried to get it into Urban Dictionary, but they said there's not enough references. Maybe now. That was 3 years ago.
Let's get it into like the medical dictionary.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody comes in with like, so my knee went out, and the knee brace was on for 2 years.
Yeah.
And then when we went to Manitowoc, who fucking said it? Not Aaron. Who's the guy Aaron was with? I'm forgetting his name. Fuck. Who did we see at Manitowoc? Bill. He said, we had like a conversation about like I was getting like conditioned to it, and he said just like take it off and like see how it feels.
Yeah, you don't want to get too used to it.
Yeah, so it's been ever since that day. I was like, let's just keep trying it, and yeah, both knees are chill, like they feel great.
I mean, you never go down to your knees, so like yours are just from twisting.
Yeah, mine's from I would say probably like because it was right here, so it was from probably more like doing like popping and like this motion. The doctor knew like immediately though, because like back here, this flares up when these back here are tight.
Sure, because that's working harder.
Yeah, this is working that, and like down here is like working your meniscus. Wait, meniscus IT.
I'm not sure.
Ooh.
I don't know. I don't want to know those names.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to know exactly. No, I don't want to know exactly what's going on in there. I just want them to work.
Yeah.
I tweaked my knee a little bit today. Like it kind of went wiggled at weird, but it's fine right now. But man, it just felt weird. I can't even imagine like Mike
Ronnie
Mo.
Sandoval?
Yeah. No, that was like knee cap.
Yeah.
But I'm
that's
talking,
what I mean.
I'm talking like Mike Mo to just rip all four ligament and have it just be like sideways. You're like, oh my gosh, I can't even.
And
imagine.
wasn't it like even like.
Even still, he's got a dead foot. He's got a dead foot. Right. But like, no, he's got a spring-loaded flick in his foot, like a brace in his.
I can't even imagine.
I can't either, man.
That's wild.
I stress just like on little things about my knees, so I'm thankful that I have not had any real injuries.
Yeah. Being 40 and all.
I wish. Damn, dude. So. All kinds of skateboarding going on this week. So many things. We didn't even come up with a couple topics ahead of time just because there's just... This is actually Friday. We're normally on Sunday. We've both got things going on this weekend. So, man, we did it for you guys. We came early. We're out here getting it.
I brought a towel. It was raining heavy last night.
Yeah, there are certain spots that are just soaked. Like, you can't even skate.
I think it's getting a lot better.
Man, I am super stoked, though, because today I'm, like, really doing good no-comply tail slides. And hopefully you're watching one right now. But
you're gonna play this during or after?
No, I guess the sound effect will be after.
Okay.
Because I have to cut right to that point. But damn, dude, they're feeling so good.
They look really good.
Yeah, dude. Like I'm sliding more than a foot, I think. Like these are the longest slides I've done. And that's like really my whole point in trying those all the time is that I just want to slide a little further every time. I can get into them now pretty much almost on anything.
Yeah.
I struggled on that
Every
spine.
time, too.
And speaking of Manitowoc, I struggled on that spine during that contest.
Oh, yeah. I think that contest... Was that the first contest you were in?
Probably.
Yeah.
That was just getting in my head.
Yeah.
Because then all of a sudden I think it was over and I did it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
I think
right.
So. But,
it's that time thing. Them just like yelling out and like people going wild.
But so now I can kind of get into them all over. So that little bank is really fun. You
Yeah,
can't,
we never
you
really
can't
skate
grind.
that.
No, because you can't. I normally want to grind things, and since you're flipping, I'm grind. I can't really grind it because it's not enough angle. It's just enough though to like whip a slide. I got a little baby tail slide, which was cool. I never really
I'd say
tried
like
those.
2 weeks ago, this was all you, just like skating everything we haven't. We've been here for like years.
Yeah.
Skating like
I'm just keep learning
the
new
big
stuff.
Blue. Yeah, but like
I did
we're
a full
skating
bean
shit
plant
that we
today.
never
watch
like
that
tried.
right here. Hopefully I get that bean plant. But it was fun because I always do those to tail. I never go in because it's a little sketchy to go in, but I got one. 2.
That was tight.
Almost, maybe 3.
You gonna do it on like the big blue now?
It could. I mean, I don't know.
That transition.
I guess we'll see how much time we got and what we want to do.
Yeah, so I still have to, like you said, it's Friday. I still have to work in 2 or 3 hours.
Nice.
Somewhere around
I got to work today too, but it's like at my leisure in my office at home.
I got to walk around all day. It's fucking stupid.
Dude, okay, so the stories, like probably the biggest ones in my mind that happened this week has to have been Bob Burnquist on the 9 Club.
Yes.
That was awesome.
That's funny because that's what I wanted to talk about.
It's one of those like gold gems that'll last forever because like they have a different guest, of course, every single week. And there's different stories always going on. But there's certain key figures, man, that like when they get their story out, it's just like finally you get to hear some of these backstories, right?
Yeah. And like Bob Burnquist of all people, this interview, there's 2 things I want to say about it. One, it made me realize that I think Bob Burnquist was like the first, like before I even skate, I was like 9 or 10. My dad would like the X Games were on, right?
Yeah.
And I remember like him just talking. I remember like looking back in my brain and being like, wow, I think like that was the first person I identified with.
Really?
Like I thought he was even before I started skate, like years before it, I thought he was so cool. I thought what he was doing was like groundbreaking.
Yeah.
And then to like get into skating, him doing like Dreamland and like all this shit, it's
Dreamland
incredible.
is awesome. So I definitely before it was over the interview, I stopped and I watched Dreamland again, and then I went back because they were talking about the rail and how he was grinding on the rail and some of that things. I was like, man, I just wanted that fresh in my mind for the rest of the interview, which was cool. He's such a cool dude. Like he's just got a really good vibe.
Yeah.
I love that he's doing like a weed brand. I love that like just like all the little stories about people coming to his house and like.
And just like Andy Mack, he like all these vert dudes are just like they're like, I'm gonna do deals with things that I like.
Yeah, of course.
Like that's what I'm gonna do and what I like.
Because you should be
they've
happy.
They've all heard the shit.
Yeah, you should be happy with what you're doing as employment.
Right.
But I love the whole concept of like his whole switch game is just because like he just wanted to learn skateboarding again.
Yeah, he got bored.
Yeah,
a lot of it just sounds like he got bored.
So crazy. Or like the fact that when he did that loop with the hole.
Did
Jeff
you see
King,
that clip on Instagram?
I did. I watched that again too. But like Jeff King built it spinning the wrong way, and so then he had to do it switch. Like that's just crazy.
Wait, I'm talking about a different one. The full pipe, the metal one.
That's a different one.
Yeah. Okay,
I did see
he went
that
front
too.
side carve, and then he like.
Yeah, that's a different one.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the loop where they open the hatch.
He had to do switch.
Yeah.
Or the story where it was him. Was it him and Colin McKay or Danny Way? Where he was, I think it was Colin McKay, where he was doing like switch 50. Man, it was Danny Way.
Yeah, it was Danny Way. Danny Way was getting on the case.
Yeah. And he's like, well, no, I just wanted, like, I didn't want to do the thing I wanted to do.
Right.
This is like something
else. And he was
else.
trying to get into 5.0 anyways, he said.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, he's like, I didn't even want to do that.
That's funny, though.
That's
like,
funny.
Especially when you get... I mean, I've never been in that sort of session where I'm like, dude, I'm trying that trick. Don't try it. I encourage people to do what I'm doing.
Right.
Because I'm not
working
on a big part or anything like that.
Right.
You know, so it's like, I can't imagine being in that weird frame of mind where it's like, no, dude, I'm doing that trick.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think there's like, what I've learned growing up skating, I think there's a certain etiquette of like not doing that trick. And like, who's ever doing that trick, just pick a different one. Unless you're like, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah,
but like
really
whatever
matter.
skill level you're at, I always think like if like Cody going backside flip or like double back, I'm like, okay, I'll try like a front. I'll try something else. The other day I yelled like, because to me that's like etiquette. So I was trying.
Did what you did.
I was trying backside flip on the blue bank. he rolls up and tries double backside flip. I'm like, Cody, what the fuck? Don't one-up me.
What does it matter, though? Who's one-upping who? I mean, who cares?
He's one-upping to me?
Yeah, but if you land yours, aren't you stoked? Would you be less stoked if you landed yours?
Let me land mine first.
So what if you were skating with your buddy, Kevin Braun?
Yeah, of course.
And you happen to be doing a backside flip just as he was coming up to rip a backside flip over you. Would you be all that upset? Or is it just because it's Cody?
If I'm on the... Yeah, well, I do fucking hate Cody. I'm kidding, Cody. Look,
I taught you all of my tricks.
I'm skating with Kevin. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's just because it's Cody.
No, but like... It's etiquette. I think it's etiquette across the board.
I agree. I don't really necessarily straight up do a trick that I know I can do if somebody else is doing it.
Right.
But sometimes I want to, or I'll hit them up, or I'll be like, dude, I want to try that too, or something.
Yeah.
Especially if it's something I haven't done, and I'll be like, ooh, I want to try that too. Yeah. Then you're both like a battle royale for it.
Well, now I was saying today, like, I want to... That's true.
Battle
I do
royale,
like that.
That's
but
just,
like, Cody has
double
dope
flip
backsides, and I'm like, don't get into this. But like I was saying to you today, and you've landed it a bunch already. I want to try back bigs.
Yeah.
So like
I'd love to see you land them too, because it would be cool.
Flip on me.
But because we ride opposite, it would be cool to see us kind of go towards each other or like split.
Well, you always want doubles.
I always want doubles.
We'll get into doubles for sure.
Hell yeah.
You're seeing it right
now. Oh, maybe don't say that.
Damn it! We'll have to cut that one. The first thing cut out.
Did you hear how when Bob was talking about the switch game, how Rodney described it to him? He says there is no switch.
God, I knew you were going to bring that up.
Because that's what I say.
I was listening to it at work and I was pissed.
I always say that. It's like, it's either a goofy trick or a regular trick.
But Bob's like, but there is. Because there is. Because you learn...
There's nuances.
Except for...
but you're learning the opposite stance.
Except for like... But I can't think of his name. Leandre Sanders. Except for him, that can just do... It's comfortable both ways. You learn a certain way, and the other way is switch because it is completely different.
But if hang on. Though. When you watch Rodney, can you ever tell what his stance is?
Okay, so Rodney and Skate... Those two... Yeah, no, you
can't tell. Yeah. Because his stuff is so symmetrical. His mindset, even P-Rod, his switch does not look switch. There's plenty of people whose switch looks regular because they did that on purpose. When they learned a trick, they would learn it both ways.
I feel like you can still tell.
There are some people where it's obvious.
When P-Rod's doing switch because his shoulders open differently.
Maybe a little bit. Yeah. But I'm just saying it's nuance. But I love
what they say about Bob, that like you can tell. He's riding.
Yeah, he did it on purpose. He's
riding like backwards.
Right, because he wanted to do it the other way. I mean, he's like, what's going on over there? Who's talking down there in the piss hole? This is literally the park piss hole because they don't have an actual bathroom here for the park. Well, it's silly. It's closed right now.
Yeah.
So I got to piss in the trees.
And straight up, unless the water park wants to sponsor us, that place is shit. Because I asked for just straight up ice on fucking 100-degree days, and they're like, no, we can't do that. Fuck you.
Why don't you just buy soda then?
Fuck you. Fuck this water park.
Oh, man. So who's in the wrong, the freeloader or the capitalist?
The water park, really. It's straight up ice. Fuck you. But the one thing...
You got to watch Mosquito Coast.
Mosquitoes?
Mosquito Coast. Go look that movie up.
Oh, another movie? The one thing I didn't like about the Bob thing, and he said that no matter, like, if your paycheck's $300 and insurance is like $250.
I know, that was heavy.
You
make $50.
You gotta chill on that shit.
Yeah, but he's flying around breaking his face. He's getting seriously hurt.
And he specifically, but like that's not a reality for a lot of people, right? People have to like live with. Yeah.
But dude, also, how do you go skate the Mega with no insurance?
Yeah.
Like that was.
Well, I guess he had to.
I'm just saying that's just dumb too.
Yeah. Did you see Eclipse of the Lizard?
Yeah, I have these. Yeah.
They said there is.
Who was it? Didn't Kirchart do it? Right. That's the other one.
Kirchart. And.
So it was one other street dude.
I think there was another street dude, yeah.
I mean, didn't he say Scheckler was there trying it too?
Yeah, Scheckler was there.
But I mean, I didn't realize so much, like the evolution of it. It never really clicked in my head that it was mainly about the gap.
Yeah.
Like to me, it seems like it's the quarter, and the gap is just something to get to it. But I mean, initially was the gap, and the quarter was just to relieve speed.
Yeah. Well,
because they were going into a pad.
Yeah. I mean, we saw Mega Ramp now where the gap. they're all clearing it no problem, right?
Right.
The gap is nothing.
But it's half of the points, man. It's half of the trick.
Oh, absolutely.
I just never in my mind pictured it that way. I always thought that was just the setup for the big one. But in fact...
But I think it's like... I mean, if it was just a setup, though, wouldn't it just go like that? Like there wouldn't be any gap?
If it was just... Yeah. I mean, of course, it makes sense.
Like, I love the idea of the street skaters. Like, I feel like that's something I would try as the gap.
Yeah, but they're the street skaters, the only ones that are allowed to not hit the quarter. To bail.
Straight up. See, no insurance, Bob, but I'll do that. I would love to just like early grab and then soar.
I'd love to see like Jimmy Wilkins to see what kind of air, like graceful, beautiful air he could do on that quarter.
He could do. We saw a lot of in Minneapolis. We saw a lot of like back three no grabs, which is insane.
Yeah, because you're coming backwards,
and they're like over the gap. They're just like floating.
And they do that in the bowls and stuff too in the park series. So that was the other thing I wanted to bring up. Now I got a little beef with you. That road to bowl rippers. I was like...
You're so bummed I didn't watch it. I was watching this morning and
I was like so engaged. It was 7 minutes or whatever, but I was super engaged in the whole thing because I think I'm just more transition than you.
Yeah.
Also, and it just intrigues me more.
I think it just seemed like something I already saw. It looked so similar to something I saw.
But it was like 4 days leading up to the contest, and every day they hit a different spot. And so like they hit some crazy park that looked like it was right out of Skate 3.
All right.
They cliff jumped. They were cliff diving off this one thing.
I won't be doing anything at work, so I'll just watch it at work.
But then they hit that bowl that they talked about in the French love letters, where the guy built it just based off of the fisheye lens photos.
Right.
And it was just super deep and gnarly and no coping. So like they went to that bowl.
Right.
And that's the clip that you did see.
Yeah, I forgot what I saw. Like
there must have been some. Ago. Yeah, it probably was a Red Bull thing.
It was during when
they were there.
They were there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this was definitely a recap, but it was like almost like it was a 4-day adventure with Chris Russell. Showed him to go into dinner. Showed him, it was
just
like
other stuff,
a little lifestyle-y stuff. But dude, the parks that they were hitting and just the stuff that they were doing.
Did
all this
Chris
stuff
Russell get a tattoo on his stomach?
A huge tattoo the day before the contest.
He was like wrapped up,
right? The day before he's like, dude, it hurts like hell, and then he's dropping in.
Dude, that was gnarly. So I saw that.
So that's the thing is that like these guys are on this like mega skate trip because they're in France, hitting all these spots, iconic spots before a contest.
Living the dream, right?
So hardcore, yeah.
Getting tattoos.
Love it, man.
That sounds fucking
Chris Russell is just such
crazy.
a beast. And like he just comes off as so, I don't know, he's got such an interesting vibe because he's kind of clean cut looking with his hair.
I would love him.
But the tattoos and rings are so gnarly, and then his skating is just off the wall.
But he's so chill.
That's what I mean. That's such a weird mix of...
I would love to hear him on the 9 Club.
Yeah, he should be on there. I would love to hear that too. He's just a badass dude. I love it. So like in that crazy bowl, like of course, like, I mean, just the stuff that they were doing, like they've never been there. It's the everything's first try, or like NBD for these guys. And what's he doing? Like crail slide reverts. He did an eggplant in there.
I don't get how anyone
Alex
can skate
Sorgente just rolled in.
Because isn't it like this? It's like almost like a ditch, right?
Cap, like an egg.
Yeah. The bottom.
It's not even like even, but they're still shredding it. And so the very last thing they ended it with, and it's got the thumbnail on the thing, is Keegan Palmer front kickflip frontside air, or kickflip indie. Was it? No, kickflip frontside air.
Like a frontside flip.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Frontside flip but grab. No, it was backside. It was a kickflip indie. It was backside.
Okay.
Dude. But I mean, over that channel. That's him over the channel.
Yeah.
Because that rolling is gnarly.
All right, I'll watch it.
Dude, Sorgente's blunt to fakie into it.
I saw
Crazy.
that.
It's just that thing is so gnarly because it was built not by any kind of real spec. It was just like, I think that's what it is because that's what
off of a picture
that's
using
blown out.
a fisheye. Yeah.
Crazy.
And it's crust as fuck.
Oh, the cope. I don't think he built it thinking anybody would ever grind it.
No, just like
because
around.
It's crust.
It's like
So then they also hit this. It was like a undisclosed backyard pool spot, and it was kind of a really shallow and then a deep end. But like there was this local kid that ended up going to another park with him that was just shredding this park. What did he do? You know how like they roll in and you can sometimes 5-0 grind just right off the deck coming in, and then sometimes there's a couple of dudes that'll just nose grind into it. So he did that, but then he also front smithed into it. Just rolled right in front smith, and then
I would
came
like to
in.
see somebody do backsmith.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That'd be gnarly to like dip it.
Yeah, because you can roll in that way, but to just dip it. Because backsmith, I think, are harder to move with than a front smith. I mean, those are typically a little harder to get up, but that would look cool to just roll into it.
Damn.
But yeah, that video, man, was pretty slick. I loved it.
Yeah.
You know, because it wasn't all just like music and video and skating. You know, it had a little lifestyle.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was cool.
All right, I'll check it out.
Yeah, you should. But you had mentioned the other one that was the CJ Collins, like day
in the life.
But it wasn't even it was like a day one. It said, or something like that. But because I think it was all in one day. Didn't he end up like playing a game of skate with some girl in a big crowd? But like,
that was cool.
That kid is young and he's just living the life.
Oh, dude, him at Walgreens.
Riding the scooter around. Oh man. But he's only, I think, 15, and he's 16. Living that 16 now. That pro skater life already is so crazy. And then just watching his runs. You know what I loved is that even in that video and in the Bull Ripper video, who's the glue between them both?
Between who?
Those two videos.
Oh, see, right?
Chris Gregson. Because there's footage of him filming as he's following. Sure. And then they have that dude, what is his name? What's his name? The guy that's the local at Marseille that wore the Joker makeup that one year. Matteo? Not Matteo. Vincent. I can't remember
his
name.
It looks like Marathon.
Yeah. But so he's in that video for those 4 days. And so there's footage of Gregson following him all the way throughout. And he's in the day one? No. The Road to Bull Rippers. Because that whole thing had the Vans Park into the Rippers. Like, there was a combo. The day one was all at the Vans Park.
So Chris
Gregson is filming CJ Collins, is what I'm saying. He's following.
Right. They don't show him, though, in that.
Not necessarily, but I'm just saying there's so much Chris Gregson footage in both of those videos. And then
Chris Gregson and why can't I think of his name? Who does Skateline?
Gary Rogers.
Both of them are working right now.
Working hard, man.
They're getting those
he's
jobs.
Like hype man on the deck all day at that Vans. Well, at the Park Series, which is actually happening right now in Brazil.
He does the Park Series and he does X Games. He does commentary for X Games. Yeah,
that's right.
Freaking working.
But there's a Park Series in Brazil right now this weekend.
I thought it was Street League this weekend.
They might actually be both, but there's footage already that Chris Gregson's putting out in Brazil about it, because somebody's like, oh, my favorite dude, I want to meet you. He's like, I'll be there all weekend. So there's another Park Series going on right now.
Is it this weekend or next weekend?
Street League might be next, because actually Street League, I saw they posted the course.
Yeah.
And but I don't think it might be. I don't know. But I'm just saying there's definitely a Park Series to look forward to this weekend.
Yeah.
Now that we're not
meeting.
Now that we're not skating.
Yeah, I'll be up north again.
Right. Yeah, we're going to actually go and we're going to hit the Maker Fair, and we're going to eat some Indian food, and then we're going to go see Christian Hirsch play in Milwaukee. We've got a full day planned on Sunday.
Full day.
Date day and
Sunday
night.
fun day.
Yeah.
Well, let's go skate now.
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, we got everything covered, right? There's going to be something as soon as we get up there. We're going to be like, oh,
and Chris Cole Plan B.
What is up with that? We need the deets. Right? They've both been on the 9 Club. Now they both got to go back and give the new story and next chapter. Did they get kicked off, or did they both team up to leave? I've seen him.
Is Chris Cole finally going to do red?
I've seen him coaching her though. At whenever she's at a street league, she goes back and he's the one telling her what to do. And so they're a little bit of a team. But did they get booted because of that? Are they just getting replaced?
And then also you said
Chris Cole was like Sheckler's favorite skater.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
Also, you said who got signed?
That Raisa Leal. I think who's
won what?
She just won something. She got a first place for sure. Street league.
She won 2 or 3 street leagues. I
saw that she's on Plan B. So what did they just swap her out? Sweet Leticia 2.0, just a young one. They're gonna groom her.
That's basic. She's younger and she beat you twice. So you get it.
Yeah. Sorry, she's an old broad now.
Yeah. God.
But they're gonna go to Primitive. They're going to go to April.
It'll be interesting. Oh, did you see Primitive's video? The Euro Tour.
No, I did not see that one yet.
Oh, that's good. Some P-Rod footage.
Nice. I remember I saw something else. That Flat Spot magazine had something where P-Rod... It was a Primitive demo, and P-Rod had footage of that one, too.
Yeah. This is just the whole thing.
Yeah. Did you see that?
Euro guy pro on Primitive.
Nice. Yeah, that Flat Spot magazine, dude, they're all over the place because they're in Dallas just recently.
Did you see the over the car?
Yeah. Did you see him?
Yeah,
hard flip.
Rips.
He did a killer hard flip, and he said he got $70.
Yeah,
at the end.
Rips, dude.
He's really good.
He can do it on the mic.
I'm a big fan of Flat Spot magazine. Yeah. So if you're listening, dude,
straight up, they're crushing it.
Killing it, man. That's shout out.
I
gotta tag them in this. Maybe they'll check us out because, dude, I love that show. Good content.
Yeah,
he's good on the mic.
Kills it.
Yeah, and he's a killer skater. Man, but the hookup, because like he's all over Europe, obviously, because everything's kind of close.
Yeah,
but he's in Dallas, so like they're flying him out.
Dude, yeah, he's going everywhere.
So
right now.
Cool. All right, so on that note, check out Flat Spot. Screw us. We're gonna go skate and
delete, unsubscribe to ours. Subscribe to theirs.
Subscribe to both. There's plenty of room.
Unsubscribe to us.
Unsubscribe to him. Monty twice.
Yeah. Hold on.
All right. Well, check us out on Skatosis. Don't unsubscribe. Do all the cool things that you might want to do on a Facebook and a YouTube and an Instagram and all that jazz. Say hi. Email us.
Like, subscribe.
Right. Hit me up later. Peace.
Old Dude Skate Co.